is what you got for me.
Durag Diaries, yo, what's good, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Tottenham transfer news show. You guys know what time it is by now. It's transfer time. All right, it's Christmas time. It's time for those gifts. Time for those changes. The new year is as soon upon us. You know, it's only right we start the transfer shows a little piece early. Just 2 weeks. I'm not. There's some guys that were doing these transfer shows like a month ago. Yeah, I know times are tough. I know our team isn't looking good and that, but it's 2 weeks before, so I think it's only about right. The Tottenham transfer news show is back. Yeah, we're back, people. We're back. And now look, I'll be totally shameless in saying I'm tired. I'm tired of talking about Frank for a day. I haven't been hiding this week. I've been in the office, so I've generally just not been able to obviously do some of the morning lives. I've done a live on Monday, and then the past 2 days been in the office, so haven't been available, haven't been free. But we are here now, and I was thinking I can come here and rant about Thomas Frank, but that's a bit boring. I'm not that guy. You guys know me. I can't sit here and do a Thomas Frank out brigade and like a parade to get him out of the club every single day. It's not my steez. So I thought, you know what, we can come here. Let's talk transfers. I'm seeing all the rumors come out. We're getting linked to this player, that player, here, there, everywhere. So it's only right that your boy Jords, who covered every single transfer in the summer, literally every. I don't think there was, you can go on my channel and I don't think there was any person we was linked with that I didn't talk about them. Yeah, I fuck to give my credit. I'm taking my credit on this one, yeah, because I covered a lot, working hard in the summer, and we're trying to bring that back, man. I know it's been a slow season. A lot of things have been going on, but we're trying, man. I'm trying. And going into this January transfer window, it sets time to refresh and get back into that mode, man. So, as we know, as you can see in the title, new goalkeeper search. Has it begun? Supposedly so. Spurs weren't looking at a goalkeeper, but are now actively looking, or I suppose keeping an eye on the market of goalkeepers. What players will become available? Who could potentially Spurs go in for a transfer? I think it's going to be an opportunistic signing at that. And the player we have been linked to, you can see in the thumbnail, is one of those. Away from that, the Semenyo chase is most definitely on. It's on. Fabrizio Romano spoke about it just last night. All the clubs that are involved in the chase for Antoine Semenyo, and then a few other players. The other player in the thumbnail, Nathan De Cat, a young player who Johan Langer really likes, which we know he loves them young, but not like that. I'm not trying to say anything like that. He just likes his young players, young, blonde, fairly tall, Caucasian players. That's all it is. He's got a type. Everyone has a type in females. He's got a type in players that he likes to go for, and this is another one which, again, we'll look into, get some of the data up. How good is this man, Nathan De Cat? But let me come to the chat. Let me big up some to the people in them inside. If you don't know, you therefore need to get to know. Memberships are available. You can become a delinquent or a descendant over in the top comment. I need to pin it. That's what I do need to do. I need to pin the comment so we can get some new members in the yard. We need some new members in the yard then. It's been a while. You know. But let me catch up to the chat whilst I'm doing that. Good morning, Jords. Morning to my guy Mustafa. Every time, you know, there was a change in formation. I don't think there was a change in performance. Typical Old United. Man, they kept going up, kept taking leads and then just giving it away. And then coming back, and you know, it was a good game. It was a good game. So if you wanna have fun watching a Man United game, I suppose you can have fun watching that one. But look, at the end of the day, it's still a point, and still winless in 3 against Bournemouth at your own gaff. How has Bournemouth gone like unbeaten in the last 3 games against you at your own gaff is crazy. Not that Bournemouth are terrible, but unbeaten at your own gaff, madness. They've got their feet up in your gaff. Don't know what's going on over there. Big up Jords, big up the chat, and smash the like button. Big up to my guy Ghosted. That's a member in the house, VIP, yeah? As you can see, that little badge next to his name, a DRD for the people that are in the live chat. If you're watching and you're just seeing this, you see that little circle? That shows that's a VIP membership. So, you know, whenever Ghosted comes into the building, he gets that extra, I was going to say TLC, but that sounds a bit of a Y. So we're going to move away from TLC. But you know what I mean. That extra VIP. And Semenyo money sleeve, can we get one? It's too early. Too early for any of that. I'm going to learn from my mistakes. You see me, I'm someone that likes to run by the... I like to go by the saying of life, you know, you fail forward. So you fail and you learn and you fall forward. And with that in mind... I learned from the last one. You know what I mean? But that's not to say I ain't ready to have my heart broken again. It's just not over Semenyo. It's not over Semenyo. I've got other players and managers I'm ready to have my heart broken for. Yeah? Professor X, Javi Hernandez. Yeah? Money sleeves will get dropped. Yeah? If I start seeing some links. Money sleeves are gonna get deployed. I'll start be handing out money sleeves. When you start seeing money sleeves dropping on other channels for that Xavi, yeah, man needs that X on X. I'm X on X, and I ain't talking about no porn. Xavi on Xavi, it's different class. Yeah, X-rated. I need my team playing that way. I need my team with that combination. I just need it. I need to see it. Get Thomas Frank out of this club, man. The choo-choo engine is failed. Failed. Crash. You know, like in the Spider-Man film. Is it the Spider-Man film? Spider-Man where the train goes off the edge. Spider-Man's like clinging onto it with dear life with just like 2 strings. He's sat there just in front of it. It might be one of the first Spider-Mans. He literally clinging on for life like this, trying to hold the train. That's Sava right now. Big up to Sava every time. I have to big up to Sava in it because I think Sava has some good footballing views. And for someone who a lot of people criticize for his opinion, I'll say that at least when I have a conversation with him, he actually comes with some really good points. And if he is going to disagree with me, he disagrees for like actual reasons. He's not just, oh, I disagree because he's shit. He actually has reasons. So I hear where Sava's coming from when he's defending the manager and these things. Like, I get it. I know some people said, oh, Jords, when you was on Sava's channel, you were just, you weren't challenging him. It's like, no, we can have a discussion and I don't have to agree, but it can still be a discussion. And he makes some good points. But back to it. Sava is that man clinging on to Frank right now. And I'm only saying Sava because I feel like I can't recall an actual Spurs fan. I don't know who else is still Thomas Frank in, but I know Savas definitely is. So he's there like Spider-Man, holding on to the... Yo, he's hanging right now. He's, you know that one? This is the Liverpool game. Man's off the ledge. This Liverpool game, he's hanging like this. One thing to go wrong, it's all apart, bro. The train is dropping, crash landing, 100 casualties. It's going to be all of us. All of us Spurs fans are casualties. Just a part of that one. Jords, Anana will do wonderful without pressure at Spurs. You have lost your marbles, Mustafa. There's stuff going on in that head of yours, but I don't know what is going on, but there's something going on. It's just not right. It's not right. Madness. But Langa, Paratici has to back Frank. I want them to back this club. Fuck Frank. Be honest. My man's a bendy ruler, fam. And to Stegen, yeah? I said this months ago, lol. Now, I'll give it to Ghosted. Ghosted was one of the people who highlighted early in the season. I remember in particular before, was it Bodo Glimt, Ghosted? When we had this discussion? It may have been before the Bodo Glimt game. Monaco. Before the Monaco game. Definitely, I think it was Monaco. And he saved us. He saved us. And I remember after that game sort of coming in the chat and we were like, still on to my boy Vicario, yeah? Saving us. Hey, you see me? One thing I won't do is I'll stand on business on things I said. If I've said something, I'm going to stand on business, innit? I said that shit. It was me. Guilty. And you guys know me. I'm still a fan of Vicario, but do you know what it is, yeah? Vicario reminds me very much of Lloris. He's got the similar problem to Lloris. Lloris was awful with his feet. Whenever he'd try to play out from the back, he'd get himself into some stupid situations where we'd concede goals. And there was games like the Man City 5-0s, the 6-1s, those mad games where we're just watching Lloris just get panned. You're like, bro, you should be saving some of these. You're giving the ball away for some of the goals. It's just stupidity. But when it comes to shot stopping, top end, one of the best in the league, just wasn't consistent with that. Like, as much as he was consistent at shot stopping, he wasn't consistent with not making mistakes. So every season, you'd still concede 4 or 5 goals due to the goalkeeping errors. Vicario is starting to give me that same feeling, that same Lloris shit, where every season I'm just expecting a few mistakes from him now. And recent, we've had about 4 or 5 mistakes from him in the past month, which is just detrimental to the team. As much as I think Frank's tactics have been reductionist tactics, really, really poor, just don't show enough ability to go forward and try to take it to teams. I do think Vicario has cost us some games. You can't really, like in the Fulham game, expect the team to get back up. And I suppose you can't blame the team for being put into a situation where we're 5 minutes in or 6 minutes in, we're 2-0 down when the goalkeeper's doing stupid stuff like that. The Brighton game, stupidity from Vicario, we concede to. There's been a few games now. I think he's probably made about 5-6 errors this season, and it's starting to become a concern. So with that in mind, there have been reports that are being shared currently by GB Sands, who is a tier 1 reporter, as per the aggregators see, and you know they call everyone a tier 1 nowadays. You know, let me get this on this page. Yeah. So sorry, I just need might give you a little freeze at the moment to get us back up to scratch. Let me know if we're here now. All right, we're here. We can see. So as you can see here, the report from GB Sands stated that Tottenham are reportedly interested in Marc-Andre ter Stegen and monitoring his situation ahead of the January transfer window. Monaco, Newcastle, Manchester United, Besiktas, and FC Bayern are also interested. Now, what's interesting about that is Newcastle got a new goalkeeper recently in Aaron Ramsdale on loan. So can't see them going in for a goalkeeper. Manchester United recently got a goalkeeper in that Lemon guy. So they're definitely not going to be going in for another one. Besiktas, Bayern, and Monaco could be an option, but again, Bayern have Neuer, so it very much looks likely. It very much looks likely that they won't go in for another goalkeeper. In Ter Stegen, don't think it will happen, but he's getting old. Some of the other teams we can compete with. Now, For Ter Stegen, he's in like a difficult situation right now at Barcelona as to why he's available. He's fighting to regain his starting spot from Joan Garcia in the team right now. Obviously, he was dealing with some issues some time ago regarding pay, but also regarding the fact that he got injured and then was taken out of the La Liga squad before being readmitted back in. At the moment, obviously, he's not the first team goalkeeper, and we have a World Cup year where he's looking to potentially be the starter for German national team. But with his lack of playing minutes at the moment, and Hansi Flick not really giving him any indication that he's in his plans, he will potentially be looking at a January move away to a team where he can start more consistently. He's come back from injury. He's fresh. He's fit, ready to go. But obviously, he's having all of these background issues with Barcelona from when he's lost the captaincy or when it was just taken away from him. So he does want to stay at Barcelona, obviously, with him being the captain and that. It was reported that, he come out himself. He said he loves the club. He wants to stay at Barcelona. But at the same time, ultimately, it's a World Cup year. Players need to get minutes. He is someone who could be on the chopping block to, go away and find those minutes for the World Cup. So Andre Ter Stegen could be an option. For me personally, look, I think he's a good goalkeeper. There's nothing to take away from that. A top shot stopper, good goalkeeper as a whole. But again, someone who does have problems with playing out from the back to some extent, not massively. He's worked in many Barcelona teams and being that type of goalkeeper. But he's pushing on. How old is he now? Ter Stegen's pushing into like late 30s. Yeah, he's 33, man. He's pushing on into those latter years. Not to say that older keepers aren't good, because I think keepers tend to get better. They're like wine, innit? They age better, and they get better with their age. So Ter Stegen could be an option. He could be an option. Do I think Spurs go for him in January? Personally, no. I don't think Spurs are going to give up on Vicario that quick. I got a feeling that they're probably going to monitor the situation with Vicario. And if a new manager comes in, they'll let the new manager be... they'll let the new manager be the bad guy in making the choice of whether Vicario stays at the club or not. I can't see the board or Paratici or Johan Langer pushing on getting a new goalkeeper when he's not one of our biggest problems right now. Yes, he is an issue, and yes, there is some things that need to be addressed with him, but we do have bigger problems than Vicario. So I think for the moment, the goalkeeper situation is going to be... must have a ghost in my room, fam. Stuff is dropping. For the moment, the goalkeeper situation is just going to be on hold. And until then, probably won't see much of a change. But look, if once we get a new manager in, I could see this potentially being addressed. Not being funny, it's a problem right now. There is a problem. At one point, I have to address it. Someone will need to address. But no money sleeves with Enoch in charge, low. Yeah, man. Yeah. It's dark. But why are we to get any players in and waste money? The first thing is sack that fucking clueless dickhead Frank out. Yeah, I hear you. Jords seems to like watching this shit week in and week out. No, Darren, you obviously just don't listen. Comprehension issues. But you're getting old, so I understand, innit? Maybe those ears of yours don't work. I did make it very clear my stance on the Frank situation. Just maybe not listening that great. But I hear you, innit? I hear you. But something like that, Jords, might be one step closer to the sack after the weekend. Chills. Look, I said it before and I'll say it again. Tottenham, White Hart Lane, December the 16th. 2013, Tottenham lost 5-0 to Liverpool, with the Luis Suarez chip being the dagger that sacked Andre Villas-Boas. Now, I was a fan of the manager at the time, so I'm not gonna act like I'm definitely doing hindsight because I liked him, but I was young, so I wasn't watching the game with a full tactical view and stuff. I was just young. Results and good play and good football was all I needed to see. Some Gareth Bell runs down the wing, and I'm happy. But taking it back to that day, December the 16th, that 5-0 loss. What happened preceding that was what I need to see happen this weekend. Instead of December the 16th, it's going to be December the 21st or 22nd, whenever it is, 20th. I need Thomas Frank sacked before Christmas. Early presents. If he gets sacked before Christmas, believe I'm going out shopping the next day and everyone is getting more presents. Yeah, I'm in a happy mood. I'm in a giving mood. Let's get this guy out before Christmas. Give us the Christmas period to start negotiating. Gives us 5 days to try and get a new manager in. Bang. Let them manage till the end of the season or whatever happens. Like, bring someone in that's not Thomas Frank. It needs to happen, though. I don't mind getting an interim. I'm actually not that mad at getting an interim. I wouldn't like it. I wouldn't love it. But if we need to get an interim, do it. Because, yeah, Thomas Frank ain't the one. Bergvall has to start this game. He scored against Liverpool in the Cup too. I get why Archie Gray started in some of these other games, but look, me personally, I think Bergvall should be starting. Throw Bergvall in there next to Paulinho. You probably got the better pivot of the two, especially in a game like against Liverpool. And they struggle against teams that go into low blocks and stuff. So we might actually have a decent game. Against them. This might actually suit Thomas Frank. This game, to be honest. Vicario is a good keeper if we just want to be a top 6 team, in my opinion. If we actually want to challenge the others and not just be participants, we need better quality. I get what you mean. For me, he's similar to Robert Sanchez, isn't it? Like, they're very good goalkeepers in their own right, but they do have limitations. And if you want to push on to that upper echelon, your goalkeeper needs to bridge that barrier. Alisson, Ederson have done that for Liverpool, Man City for so long. Obviously, Ederson's gone now, but Donnarumma will help them do that. Raya has helped Arsenal do that in the last 2 seasons. So he's just been class. Obviously, he's made a few mistakes, but barring his mistakes, he's probably been one of the better, most consistent goalkeepers in world football, man. Put on subscriber mode. Do you know what? I do have to start doing the subscriber mode. We're back in the Tottenham transfer news show. I seem to forgot that we're subscribers only over these sites. Your boy forgot, but we'll do that. We'll do that next time. We're gonna allow it today. Calm down. What a clown. Show the club has become. Sack that clueless. Oh my God, you're one of them, man, bro. Get a life, Darren, bro. Hope you can all show your faces when we get hammered like a cricket score double. I show my face online, Darren. What do you do? Show your face in the chat. Like, this is such a cop-out. Oh, you hide after losses. I've been doing YouTube for 4 years. We've lost plenty of games in those years. I've definitely showed my face, and I don't be hiding. I'll be showing my face. I'll be going on shows, and I be getting cooked. Like, it is what it is. But this, grumpy old man, Darren, doesn't get that. He obviously doesn't get that. He wants to come in the chat and talk about Frank out every day. Clearly, you're not getting none at home, innit? Like, man, if you were getting some at home, maybe you wouldn't worry about Frank that much. Like, I worry about Frank, but I don't need to fucking talk about Frank out every single day of my life. Like, we got better things going on. Well, some people do. Maybe you don't, innit? But I definitely do. I've definitely got better things to be talking about than Frank out every single day. Like, how we're going to improve, how some of these new transfers are going to come in, and how our links to Antoine Semenyo have been heating up. Because as you can read in this report that was said by Fabrizio Romano, 11-11, Make-A-Wish people. Tottenham have spent a lot of time over the last few days attacking the situation of Antoine Semenyo. They have been really aggressive in their pursuit of the player. The situation is really heating up, with both Manchester United and City calling in the last 48 hours, and Liverpool still interested. It will ultimately depend on what Semenyo wants. So apparently Tottenham are pushing heavy for the Antoine Semenyo deal. Tottenham want to make it happen. They need him for our left wing. Antoine Semenyo off the left, Kudus off the right. You've really got the Black All-Stars. Yeah? You've got the Black Stars, but the All-Star Black Stars. The Ghanaian double, the Ghanaian duo ready to take over the Premier League. That would be a dangerous dangerous wingers. That will have some dangerous wing play. When you're actually deep in a Thomas Frank system with those two players, it probably has some effectiveness there. And I can see, now again, I'm not doing the Thomas Frank in thing. I'm not doing the football tactical thing where we try to understand why we might be going for a certain player and how he might fit into the system. So I'm being a tactical. I'm taking my bias hat off. Yeah. Thomas Frank out, hat off. Because some people don't understand that you can do that. Yeah, you can. Thomas Frank hat off. Out, hat off. Taking it off for a second. I actually think when you're looking at how the system could work, it's very understandable why we're looking for a player like Semenyo. Semenyo's direct, powerful runner, good presser. But the one thing he does really well is similar to Kudus, is he can take his man on the and his wing play is exceptional. Very, very powerful when he gets in his stride and starts running with the ball. So when you're looking at a team that goes long, direct into the channels where it's very much man-to-man, you need these types of players. So Semenyo makes sense for what Spurs are looking to do and what we want. But if I'm being honest, again, do I think he chooses us? No. I think Semenyo's in a very privileged situation where he's got a few very top teams chasing after him. Manchester United, not one of them. I don't think he goes there, especially with their additions they had in the summer. Semenyo, Sesko, and Bomo Cunha. Can't see them signing another attacker at 65 to 70 million pounds. There's just not enough space in the team for all of them. So you're going to be paying 60 to 70 mil for one guy to sit on the bench when there's really not that much game time to go around. So I can't see it happening in January. If it was the summer, could potentially happen, but definitely not in January. Liverpool and Arsenal. I know he hasn't mentioned Arsenal here, but we know there have been links to Arsenal. Apparently, Semenyo is an Arsenal fan. He has attended Arsenal games last season in private. So Arsenal's always going to be an option. And that's the two teams that I'm really fearful of him going to. Not just because it's going to be taken away from us, because a top player, I would love to have him here. But seeing a player like of his quality go to Liverpool, go to Arsenal, just elevates their team even more. Arsenal and Liverpool both have holes on their left wing. Not that he only plays on left, because he could play on the right as well. But on their left wing, they both have a hole. They have a gaping hole. Gakpo is not good enough. Too direct, too one-dimensional, too predictable in how he plays. Martinelli is just good in the transition, good against the smaller sides, but isn't direct enough, isn't good enough on the ball. And just isn't that good. Martinelli is like a decent player, very decent winger, but that's it at best. Semenyo adds that and pushes them on into that proper title race and giving them that extra star power that they probably need and goals that they need to not compete, but to put themselves in the strong position. This season so far, he started off really strong, man. 7 goals, 3 assists in the 15 games, just 4 goals and 2 assists off his tally of the whole of last year. He had 37 games last year. He's played 15 this year. So he's pushing on and having quickly his best season in the Premier League in his 3 seasons here. So Semenyo's a player to keep an eye on, man. Semenyo is a player to keep an eye on. I definitely think he moves within this window. Whether it's to Liverpool, Arsenal, or Spurs, he definitely moves within this window. Do Spurs go out there and sign a player of his quality? I damn sure hope so. As Thomas Frank said, he is working with the transfer or recruitment department, I should say, to bring someone in or bodies in as soon as possible. Now, we always hear this. This is always the story of Spurs. We're going to get bodies in, or we're going to try and get bodies in as quick as possible. And we don't sign anyone until the last 4 or 5 days of the window. This window, it's imperative that we have 2 players in within the first 2 weeks. Simple as that, really. But let me know your thoughts. Semenyo, will he come Spurs? Is he the signing that we need? Is he the player that you want? Let me know in the chat. Jords, you seem defeated, low. You sure you're okay? I'm good, man. I'm more than good. Spurs fans are way more impatient than Man United fans. Yeah, I suppose you could say that to some extent, but Man United fans, I think they understood that their whole like club was broken and they had a lot more changes going on. But I suppose you could say we're in similar stances, isn't it? Like when they won a trophy with Ten Hag, they didn't sack him. They pursued with him. Then they got the new manager and Amorim, and it was like, yo, we got so much changes going on. We just need to persist. I ain't on all of that. I would have been one of the guys that said Amorim out within the first couple of months because ultimately his football was shit. It's not improved. He's got a winning percentage less than. No, sorry, he's got his winning percentage is like 29% or something, 30%. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? It's over, buddy. Like, it should have been long over. It should have been long gone. Spammer him, bro. Get him out of this club. Get him out of their club. Villa looking for Johnson. Villa and Palace looks. How could I forget to do a transfer show and not mention the Johnson links? Let me see if I can find them because I have seen some Johnson links. I'm seeing some Brennan Johnson links. Yeah, we might find it here on this page already because I did see something and I tweeted about it the other day. Because I said it, if we can get Brennan Johnson sold in this window, already 10 out of 10 window. Already a 10 out of 10 window for me. Like, Brennan Johnson out of the door, I'm fucking happy. I'm going to be over the moon. I'm going to be over the moon if we can get Brennan Johnson out of the club. I can't find it. I can't seem to find the report. But Brennan Johnson, there is interest. Spurs Nepal is right about that. There is heavy interest in Brennan Johnson. Not getting that much game time. Doesn't seem favoured under Frank. We also want to sign another winger on top of the fact that we have Mikey Moore coming back, Yamin Hyok coming back. We've got some young quality wingers coming in through the ranks. Brennan Johnson's not going to fit in the team. Look, you've done your team 2 years. Let's go back down to your level. Villa or Palace, please just come in with a 35 million bid. 35 million pounds and we're good. We don't even need our money back in him. Like, he made us have our money back by winning the trophy and scoring the winning goal and being our top goal scorer last season. Like, that's it. He actually paid for his transfer. I don't think we got bumped. Brennan Johnson was worth the money. Now let's sell him, please. Hi, Jords. Big up to my guy, Jay. Where are you floating in the world right now? Would love to know. I'm biting my tongue in the Frank out. I want to see what happens in Jan. I've been doing yoga, so I'm learning to cope. So, you know, I used to do yoga some time ago. Yeah, I used to do some yoga. And meditation is key, man. It calms you out. It calms you right down. So maybe I need that. Maybe I need to get back to yoga. Maybe I need to just get back to, you know, in through the nose, out through the mouth. You know, all of that stuff. I'll probably need it. Big up, Jords. Big up to my guy, Manage. Make sure you smash the likes, people. I don't know what the likes are on. I just can't be asked to check right now. But make sure you're smashing the likes. It'll be much appreciated. Let's get on 33 people inside. We should be on 25 likes. I think that's not hard to ask. So let's make sure everyone's smashing the like on this video. If you are in here, show your love. Smash the likes. Did you talk to Wolfie yet after the game? Yeah, man, me and Wolfie on plenty of shows. Also going to be on with Wolfie today. Let's talk ball, so you'll get to hear him rambling on then a bit later. But big up, Coys. Big up to my guy Rodney. Big up to you, my bro. Appreciate you. You never show your face at the terrace. Well, that's obviously lies because I was on the terrace on Monday morning, 10:30 straight facts. 11 o'clock straight facts. I'm on the terrace every Monday. I don't go on the top 6 show no more because timings just don't work for me, or 6-sided, sorry, it's called now. But I am always on straight facts. I just don't do the panel shows. As you guys should know by now, I don't do as many panel shows as I used to do. I've just got things going on, so I ain't got the time. Thanks, George. Frank out. The ladies' couch has more heart than that clueless clown. Bro, Darren, if you're only gonna message Frank out, is that like, we ain't even doing a Frank talk today? I get you want to, but we don't want to over here. We're doing transfer talk. Like, send me a link to a transfer sound. Where's Mr. Udang, man? Where's Mr. Udang? He's been hiding recently. He ain't been showing up in the chat. And we need some more links to some players. But I'm not fussed about Semenyo. There are so many wingers we can get. I'm more concerned on the number 8 we buy. Yeah, Ghosted, to be honest. I get that. I think the deep line playmaker is a huge signing for us. I don't necessarily think it needs to be an 8. We can get a 6. We just need a progressive passing midfielder. That's all it is. We need someone who can, keep the ball ticking. A volume passer is what we need. Yeah, I think those two positions are key and top quality in that. So, if me being honest, I think Spurs should go big, spend £100 million on those two positions, and our team looks to be heavily improved going into the second half of the season. But very physical Semenyo, he's PMP, yeah, man, pure PMP Semenyo. Savio on the left is cash money. I'm still on getting Savio. If you can't get Semenyo, go in for Savio. Go throw a £45 million bid at them. We threw 70 at them in the summer. We're coming cheaper now because he ain't looked as good. Take what you can get, £45 million. They should accept at this point. He doesn't play that much. And when he does play, he doesn't even look that good for them. So bring Savio, man. Bring Savio needs a home. It's World Cup here. He's going to need some more minutes. He needs some time to shine and get some goals and assists and start to actually look like the player that we know he can be. He's still very young, still got a lot of potential. Bring him to North London. I need Savio. This is when Semenyo is about to hold up a Spurs shirt, then Arsenal make a bid, another Eze situation. But I'll be honest, like the Spurs and Semenyo thing, like I personally wouldn't go. Like he should be able to gain in the conversations which club he wants to go to. If there's this many clubs involved, then it's obviously not a good sign. If we can get him, go and get him. But if there's indication that he's more interested in some of these other clubs, then let him go there, man. I know it sounds childish, but I don't want Gooners at club. And I hate you, Ghosted. Like, me personally, I don't either. But it does get to a point when it is like, yeah, look, I don't think they do care that much. Like, it's a job, like, you're going to play for the team. I'm not being funny. We've all been in situations, well, I say we all. Some of you guys don't leave your house, so not everyone, but sure, you've been in a situation where you play in a team where you might play against your brothers or you play against your friends and you feel more fired up to play against your friends and your brothers and everything. So to play against your own club, it might actually fire you up more to be like, oh, do you know, I want to go score a goal against us and the team that I love, but I want to go score a goal against them because this is even bigger. Like playing for them is cool and scoring for them is massive. Imagine scoring against them. That's just as big. So who knows, innit? We don't know what type of guy he is. Wharton in the summer links, yeah. Wharton's not coming Spurs. That goes straight over my head, man. You finished 17th. The manager hasn't got his primary targets. And Bomo Eze, he's got Madison and Kulusevski out. The fella needs a bit of time, man. I understand what you're saying, David. But also, you only get time when you're proving yourself that you deserve the time. He's not proving himself that he deserves the time. The injury excuse is simply that, an excuse. He never played with Kulusevski, so he doesn't even know what he can get out of Kulusevski, what his best position to use Kulusevski is. And I would go as far to say as his identification of players and where they should play isn't the best. Bergval's been played in a 10 where he's quite clearly not a 10. So most of his best attributes are actually off the ball. He's really, really good on the ball as well, but he has some strong attributes off the ball as to why Ange used him in the 6/8 majority of his time last season. So I think his player profiling necessarily isn't the greatest. His coaching isn't the best. His system isn't the best. His football isn't the best. So I get what you're saying, but bringing Mbeumo and Eze in doesn't necessarily make this team a lot better. Bringing Madison and Kulusevski in doesn't make this team a lot better. It's still got many holes that need to be figured out. Jords, give me one reason why Semenyo would choose Spurs over United. Yeah, Z, you're just severely lost, so I'm gonna move on from you. You're just a United glazer. Just lost Son as well. Obviously, lost Kane a while back. It's tough to replace those people if you're City and Liverpool, let alone Spurs, who will get their primary targets taken off them. The thing is, though, we didn't need like Kane replacements. I know if we're 2 seasons on from Kane. This is our 3rd season without Kane. I'm not thinking about Kane now. Like that we've tried to replace Kane. We were never going to replace the quality of Kane. I knew that. Some Spurs fans didn't know that. But you can look around the world for football. How many people have been signed as strikers within those 3 years, and you've looked like, I'm like, raw, Spurs have really missed out on a player there. There's only a few. So I'm not mad about the Kane stuff. The Son one, yeah, we have failed to replace Son, but at the same time, it's not like Son was giving us some mad quality in the last 2-3 years. Definitely gave us some leadership, definitely gave us some goals and those moments and ability to score goals in those moments where other players couldn't. Really good finisher. But again, he wasn't the consistent player that he was of 3 or 4 years ago. So how much we miss Son this season's not drastically a lot. Like people keep over exaggerating that. So Son is a miss, but not a drastic miss right now. But overall, and I've said this on the terrace, how can anyone have expected more with Frank? From Frank, with all the above I've mentioned, got to give the fella a bit of patience and time, in my opinion. And I respect your opinion, David. I think you make some great points, and I can understand why you view it that way. But me simply, I would only give him time if I personally feel like he's proven something or he's bought himself some time. Like the results ain't working, then you would expect at least performances to look good. Performances aren't looking good, then you expect, okay, look, these players are looking good. If the players aren't looking good, then what are we to do? Give me a moment, people. Sorry about that, people. Just had an important call that I really need to take for a moment. But let me come back to the chat. Let me catch up with you guys because I know I am some weight behind before we get into the final and last link that we have seen. The cat man, because I was gonna say something wild there. I had to hold myself. Man said Johan Lang's trying to get some pussy. I'd still have Savio on facts. City play him out of position. He plays on the right a lot of the times, man. So no, I agree. He definitely does play out of position. Jords, Frank will turn this around and we will start by beating Liverpool. Even if we beat Liverpool, that isn't a turnaround for me. I'll be so honest. That is not a turnaround for me. I would miss an open goal against Spurs. I'll be honest. Me, if I played for another team and I've got the opportunity to score against Spurs, running up against the South Stand, doing it. I'm doing it. I need a picture like this in front of the South Stand. It'll be on my wall. This will replace that. That would be on my wall. And it's not the fact that like I scored and it ruined Spurs' season or nothing like that. I would never want that. You guys, I would never want that. My love is too clear. But just want to have that moment that like I scored at the stadium against the crowd and they're all cheering at me, jeering at me. They're just booing. I'm just like, yeah, I love the hate. I can't lie. I just love hate. That's what it is sometimes. When people be hating on you, it's like, yo, I like that. Keep it up. Keep it up. the haters be working harder than your supporters. I'll be so real. So keep bringing the haters along. You know them right there. But George, my birthday tomorrow. I'm turning 16. I had W's, man. Put the W's and happy birthday for Frosty in the chat. Big birthday, man. Big birthday for you, bro. Happy birthday for tomorrow. George's friend Diggs, you know, a little something. True for I see some guys on everybody's chat, no matter who who I may come across. True though, yeah. Oh, sorry, I think true though, definitely. Yeah, I don't even want to address that, innit? Because big up to all the people them inside. If you're a chat warrior, you're a chat warrior. That's fine by me. You can be a chat warrior in my chat, you can be a chat warrior in anyone's chat. Just yeah, man. Let's keep that one there. But hello, bro. Man, I forgot my man's name, the Tiger King. That looks like a Boogs version of the Tiger King. 31 degrees at 10:27 p.m. over here. Sonny was on the decline since Conte was manager. Yeah, Sonny's been on a decline for a few years now, so don't think that's anything against him. Definitely, just the fact that he was getting old. But 31 degrees at 10:27 at night is wild. Australia's mad. Australia's mad, bro. I can't lie. That's wild. I like to sleep in the cold. Like, I prefer to go sleep in winter because I can't sleep at night in the sun because it's just too hot. Start sweating and them things. So that must be mad. You got to sleep with the aircon on and then you're waking up with all congested nose, congested. Yeah, it's all mad. It's all mad. Also in the Bahamas, well, nearly there. Just been recovering as was my birthday on Tuesday. Hey, happy belated to Jay, my bro. Said, hey, it's really, there's a lot of birthdays going on right now in the chat, man. Hey, that's what we like to see, the community. Maybe community month is December. The community month is December. But hey, man, big up Jay, man. In the Bahamas as well. Hey, this guy is always in like the most beautiful places in the world. I love that, Jay. Yeah, that's what we love to hear. That's what we love to see. Man's avoiding Spurs. Just like he's like, yo, yeah, I'm not gonna watch Spurs today. Just gonna be doing some scuba diving on with some dolphins and some seals. Just doing something mad, bro. He's really got better things to be doing than watching Spurs. Like, some of us are at home watching EastEnders instead of watching Spurs. My man's actually living life, yeah. So he's got better things to be doing than watching Tottenham. Like watching some guys run around kicking balls. Why for that? You know them ways. Damn, everyone here in Scotland is gloves and hats this settings this morning. Yeah, it's freezing outside. I ain't got no gloves and hat, but yesterday I was even wearing a snood to work, bro. I had my snood all the way up from nose to ears, looking like a criminal. Yeah, looking like a criminal. Money sleeve. Big up to my guy Gunner K. Man, like Jake is in the building. SSS. Who post higher Jacob is in the I can't believe Jacob has showed up. I feel like it's been forever. Jacob was here for every transfer show in the summer, and SS Jacob is back. As the transfer season comes back around, he says, I'm actually awake. Yeah, guys, we're rubbish. It's so funny to see like the contrast in how we're all speaking, isn't it? Because obviously pre-season, we all got our hopes up and it's all hopeful. It's all like we could do this, we could do that. Yo, we all can't wait. And now we're just like another weekend watching Tottenham. Shit. Big up the man, and big up to Jacob though. Pay up then, big up to German Chicken Wing. I don't know what you mean by pay up, but I hear you. The GOAT Mustafa, we need surgery. I'd love to score against Spurs. Yeah, man, I would. Tottenham fans complaining is entertaining. When did you win the league last? I love Spurs as my second team. Well, I'm not going to answer your first question, but I love that you love Spurs as your second team. But I'm not going to answer the first question. I'm respectfully. I'll just go search online, bruv. Yes, Jords. Yes, my guy, Raf. What you saying? What you saying, cuz? I'm good, man. What you saying, my bro? Do the shiggy dance. What's the? I don't actually know the shiggy dance. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah. Winning, we barely do that around here. Yeah, we generally don't do much of that. Jords, tell Wolfie from me, he's the worst rage baiter ever. If you send him that money sleeve, tell him he's not an Forest fan. Hey, Frosty, big up, innit? Big up. But the binds, that's blanks. You want me to be out here shooting blanks, bro? I'm gonna be out here with the gun, just nothing. I can't be telling him that, bro. Like, I sent him the money sleeve, but can't just say, yo, I'm not no. Like, you gotta give me some better buy-ins than that. I need to put some hollow tips in the clip. Give me a hollow tip or a switch, bro. I got Let's Talk Ball later. Someone needs to go do some research and give me a switch so I can let it go on Wolfie today. Yeah, because it's gonna get tense later. It's gonna get tense. Big time summer in the Aussie land. My motherland is midsummer too. Yeah, I forgot that they have summer right now, innit? Australia has summer right now. Come and I'll show you around. I'd love to go to Australia one day, man. I'd love to go to Australia. Definitely soon. We'll be making it happen. Tech official, come on, you Spurs. Come on, man. I'll keep it real. Vic is a spicy Ramsdale. Nah, Ramsdale's too good with his feet for him to be a spicy Ramsdale. He's a B-Tech Lloris, man. Like, that's it. He's just a B-Tech Lloris, bro. Snud to work is crazy. They think you're a fuck, cuz yeah, it is, but it's cold times, bro. It's actually cold times, so it's gotta happen. If Jords, if you hate Frank, we're in a war against each other right now. Then fight me, Frosty. Throw those hands up, yeah. Fight me. No, I'm joking. I don't hate Frank, innit, but I do want him out of the club. I don't think he's good enough. Jords missed a lot of the stream. What was the main thing? We've been going through lost track of thought for a second. We're going through transfers, man. You know, we're in that stage right now. We're tired of talking about the problems at Spurs every single day. So I thought, let me come back with a transfer video. And the last transfer that we have of the day, perfect timing. As why are you asking? Because we do have the cat that Johan Langer, the pussy, that he is searching for right now. Johan Langer is a fan of Anderlecht midfielder Nathan the Cat. There's a kid. There's a kid Langer likes apparently Nathan the Cat, but one for the future if they are even that interested. Now, to give you a bit more of a background on him, he's a highly rated Belgian midfielder. They always are from that region. I feel like Johan Langer has a type, and it's that Scandinavian, Belgium, Austrian, like all of that type of Europe, that area of Europe. I don't know, is it Eastern? Is it a bit more Eastern, Central East, like, you guys get what I mean? He has a type. And the pussy, Nathan the pussy, is the type here. But if you do some research on him, I've actually heard some good things. He's been sort of pointed out his strengths are his vision, his passing, his ability to, play through the lines and unlock defense with key passes, being able to do some of those, the variety of passes, long, short, and he's really good at those long diagonals. Someone who's really composed at the back in the midfield, helps to build out from the back and is good playing out of tight spaces. High volume defensive duel winner, interceptions and recoveries, especially in the opponent's half, and strong pressing instincts. I'm reading out a scouting report right now, people. So you guys, I don't watch Anderlecht. I'm reading out a scouting report. That's all I'm doing. I'm giving you guys the information from the scouting report. Technique is supposed to be smooth, effortless, and passing with good use of both feet and impressive dribbling success. Unk status incoming, wallahi. When you start seeing players that are younger than you that come to your team, it's wild, bro. It's madness. Like, now that I've got like a whole generation of players, I'm looking up to players that are younger than, man. It's crazy stuff. I'm like, yo, this player is, I'm like, bro, he's 3-4 years younger than, man. I'm really an unk. But he's someone who can sort of play in the 8, in the 6. He could be a box-to-box. He can be a deep line playmaker, can be a defensive midfielder. But he's still really thin, man. Still one of those small, agile players. Probably needs to get better in the 1v1. He's a similar build to like Archie Gray. If I had to compare him, I'd compare him to Archie Gray. He just looks like a similar player to Archie Gray. Still very young. And to be honest, look, he's 17 years old, bruv. Signing these 17-year-olds isn't really my steez. I think it's just a bit, at this point, pointless. We don't need to be signing players like that. So yeah, Nathan the pussy is he's on Johan Langer's list. He's not on mine. But big up to my guys who pass. Yeah, Jacob. Forrest got an up in me for life. Shake my head, money sleeve. You know that ones, yeah, the money. I always give a money sleeve to my guy SSJ, bro. He was there when the money sleeves were officially became a thing. Lang signed real players. What the fuck is a what the fuck is a the cat? That's what I was asking, bro. That's why I'm calling Nathan the pussy, bro. Bergvall 2.0 even looks like him. That's what I mean. He's built like him. He looks like him. He's got a type, bro. He's really got a type. Jords, you know about the Rafa guy we're getting from City? Yeah, so apparently this Rafa guy we're getting from City, I did forget to mention about him. He's the guy that helps City like tie players down to contracts and so on, and he's been their contract guy. They've got, do you know in football there's so many different roles and so many different things that, like, he was a contract guy, but they had so many different people in their role. So when you see, oh, we're taking top executive from Man City, they've got bare executives. There could be like 20 of them that you could choose from and say they're all good. How good he actually is, we don't know. We took Scott Munn from Manchester City. He was awful. Scott Munn was an awful executive that we got from Manchester City. So this guy's supposed to be really good. I can't really say much outside of that. Supposed to be a good a guy who's good at tying down contracts, and he's going to be coming in to sort of manage football operations as a whole. So, I mean, look, if he's going to be bringing the standard they set at City to Spurs, then that's what we need ultimately. We just need them to come in with a fresh approach, sort of new workflows and processes, and just making sure that he comes in with the right mindset that, look, we want to set ourselves up to be at the same standard of Manchester City. Jords, am I 34? Bro, calm down. Man said 34, fam. Fuck me. I ain't that old. See, Lamin's a bit older than me, so I was cool. Then I started seeing guys like this, and it now gets techie. I'll be so real. Raf's still young, man. You man are young. From you're like 17, 18, you're good, bro. You're good. Like, some of these players are still mad young. You're gonna start seeing them come true. When you're like 23 and you're seeing these 17-year-olds, you're like, yo, these men are way better than like anyone I'd seen at my age group. Like, you think about when you were playing ball and you're seeing these 17-year-olds in world football professionals just balling. You're like, I'm so glad I've never come up against a player like that, bruv. It would have got dark. It would have got dark. Big up the host. Big up to my guy, Silent Violence Forever. And the chat. Respect from Trinidad and Tobago. Respect from the Caribbean. That's what we love, man. The people them from the islands are checking in. All them suits are rubbish, same as government public servants. I hear you. George, what keeper was you, man, looking at as a replacement for Vic? Mark ter Stegen. He's been linked. Mark ter Stegen has been linked. My boy is friends with Waneri, Dark Wallahi. I mean, that's sort of what would... You're at that age, innit? You'll probably find that you got some friends that are like the 17-year-olds and stuff like that. Now, definitely too young for me to start knowing those footballers. But, you know, that's going to happen, man. That's going to happen. Maybe, hey, if you start hearing some news about Waneri potentially wanting to come Spurs, then maybe have a chat with him, bro. Maybe we can do with a player of Waneri's ability. I'm not going to lie. I like Waneri. I think he's a really, really good player, promising. Hasn't really had that much minutes at Arsenal this season, but I suppose because they've signed so many players, that was always going to happen. But he's a top young player for real. If we get some good buys in Jan, you got to upgrade the money sleeve to the money sleeve. You guys know me. It's already the money sleeve anyway, but we'll upgrade it. We'll do like a... We're gonna do a new money sleeve. We have to get a new video out there. I need a new one circling around that isn't fucking Morgan Gibbs White money sleeve, because that one was tough. So let's get a new money sleeve. Reverse Sol Campbell, inshallah. Yeah, that's what we need. The reverse Sol Campbell. We need a reverse Sol Campbell. I need a Semenyo or Savinho. That's exactly what we were saying, Jakey, man. You bring me one of those two and we'll be good. Big up, Jords. Big up to my guy, PFC TV. Let me quickly go into... If you guys got any questions, throw some questions at me. Let me know what you guys want to know. If you want my opinion on anything, let me know. We have also been linked with some left backs as well. Apparently Spurs could potentially be going into the market for a left back in this window. I guess we have to sort of see how that plays out. Me personally, I do think we need to sign one. Obviously, Odogi's been in and out with injury for a while now, so can't really be relied upon to to play consistently. And I think Jed Spence is good, but we need to provide some healthy competition down that left-hand side and let Spence focus on being a right back. So, yeah, definitely with regards to the left back situation, it's one that needs to be addressed. But I think the left wing central midfielder situation needs to be addressed first, because we just know, guys, like that's our biggest problems right now. They are our biggest problems right now. But look, people, let me come to the chat real quick. Is there any questions in the chat? Birthday today. I'm 26, getting the money sleeves out. Big up to PFC TV, my age mate. Feeling old. I know you're feeling old. You're on the other side of 25 now. You're on the road to 30. Like really on the road to 30 now. So it gets dark at these roads. It gets dark at these ages, PFC. Jords, what are you saying for May now? You think it's but it's not realistic. I don't think so. Matteo Retegui, is that the striker? Retegui's the striker, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. He is the striker who moved to the He moved to the Saudi league. Oh, bro, get the heck out of here, bro. This was the guy that was bagging goals at Atlanta last year, was it? Yeah, he was at Atlanta bagging bare goals and then moved to Al Qadisiyah, bro. Get a life. You see, I would never sign a player that goes over to them leagues, man. Maybe John Duran, though. John Duran, if he wants a new lease of life, try bring him back. Did you say we're linked? Yeah, we're linked to Mark Stegen. He's not much of an upgrade. I hear you, Jay. I'll be honest. Stegen would be my first choice for a goalkeeper. Please stop saying you're feeling old. I'm 35 now. I feel young. Still can't manifest being old. Do you know what it is, Jay, though? I feel like when you get into like the age of 30, 35s and that, you have to say you feel young. You do feel old, but you have to say you feel young. Even though, you're living a life on the sea, on the beach, getting sun. You've got bare melanin. You're getting bare sun rays, bare vitamin D. You probably do feel young. If you were living in the UK too, you probably feel old as well, man. We feel rusty out here. My knees are all creaking and that from the cold weather. Like, yeah, I do feel old, bro. I do feel old. But I hear it. Like, I'm not trying to manifest being old, though. I'm not trying to. I'm just saying that you do start to feel old at these ages. Well, maybe it's because I got kids too, and I probably feel even older. Like, I feel like a granddad. Any news on Samu? If you could talk about Samu Omarodian, yeah, Samu Raw, let's just call him. Keep him away from the club. That's my news. He ain't the guy. People be thinking I'm 27, 28. I'll take that. Bro, take that all day long. When I'm mid-30 and people are saying I'm 27, 28, I'm the same as you, bro. I'm taking that. But when people are asking me, am I 34 in the chat? And I feel old, bro. Clearly I look old. I feel old. Man, ask me if I'm 34, cuz it's dark. Dark times. I'm 8 years from there. Like 8. That's nearly a whole decade, fam. Madness. But look, people, I am going to send you guys over to Sava because obviously Sav is live. Let's go DRD raid up Sava. Let him know that you come over from the boy. And yeah, look, we can go continue the Tottenham chat over there. He's going to be going into some of the links to some of these players I've spoken about, but also some more. I think he's discussing Van Henke as well as centre-back and a few others. I turned 24 in December 29th. Real soon, SSJ. Yeah, 24. You're still young, man. You're still, not that we have many ages off. We're still pretty close in age, but you're still young, man. Celebrate that you're not 25 yet. But I think it's a bit early to be doing happy birthdays. It's still got another 11 days, but I'm sure we'll see him in the chat before then, and we can start doing some happy birthdays. But have a good day. I appreciate you, my bro, Jay. I hope you have a good day as well. I hope everyone here has a good, blessed day, and hopefully you guys get to, stay blessed today. All of that stuff. Smash the likes on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Big love to all the people them in the chat, and tomorrow we'll be back. Oh, sorry, I'll say tomorrow. Tonight we are back. Prediction show 7 till 8. As you guys know, we are here doing predictions. Myself, Dean. I say D, but D just turns up when he wants nowadays because he's still crying about losing points. But Hooks definitely. So myself, Dean, and Hooks will show up. D may or may not be there. Show face and you'll see. But until then, people, God bless. Goodbye. Have a good day. We'll see you then.